Oh yeah, because of
Your face.
wait, no, like who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash?
Flacco talking about
Or who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the.
Oh, what's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like no more Sly for Vaughn.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though.
Oh, yeah.
Sly for Vaughn, right?
Nobody.
Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Yeah, play again.
Why?
Wait, got you up there. Crazy.
Hang on, wait.
Yeah, that's it.
What up, this rap is? So there's a lot of new information coming out about this Lil Durk situation. So the streets are talking, and the streets are saying that Bricc Baby might have supplied the location and possibly even the heat for that incident that happened while Lil Durk is locked up. So, you know, with the Quando Rondo situation. So Lil Bricc is Rolling 60s Crip, and so is Quando Rondo. And if you recall, Quando Rondo dropped his flag after he got hit up that day. Like, him and his cousin was driving, and now we're hearing that OTF pulled up. Somehow they knew where Quando was going to be. OTF pulled up, allegedly, and sprayed the car and ended up getting Lil Pop instead of Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo was the intended target, according to reports. So Lil Pop is Bricc Baby's cousin. And as you saw in the interview, Bricc Baby's looking real nervous. So Bricc Baby from No Jumper, he has ties to ATL too. They actually say he's from ATL. So it looks like they have a lot of ties going on and a lot of dots being connected here, because if Quando and Bricc Baby both from ATL, and so Bricc Baby's now in California. And with him being in California, OTF had to get the location for someone and get the word that Quando Rondo was in town. So somebody told OTF this. So it's looking like they're trying to the streets are trying to figure out who it was. Now, Bricc Baby's trying to deny all this. He's trying to clear his name because this ain't a good look. So it's either Bricc Baby might have been involved and told and cooperated, or maybe Bricc Baby's going to be arrested next as the person who helped orchestrate this whole thing. So another funny thing is that, well, it's not funny, this is a serious situation. So another thing, though, that is linked to this thing is how Bricc Baby got raided not too long ago. And his house got raided, and they're saying, a heat out of his home. They took some heat out of his home. So what was the tip-off? Why were they looking for that heat? And it's kind of weird how he hasn't really been letting us know what's been going on with that case. So they raided his home, got some heat about that crib, and you ain't really heard much of it since. So this is why the streets is wondering who told Lil Durk's crew, the OTF crew, the information about Quando. It had to been somebody. So who was OTF working with in California to get all this popping? A lot of these dots is getting connected with all this information. Now, this is all alleged. So look, we're just here putting stuff together, and this is what the streets is talking. So at this point, did Bricc Baby cooperate when he got raided? Is that how he came home? Did he cooperate and explain to them that it was OTF that he supplied the location to Quando? Because they're trying to tie Bricc Baby with the whole Quando Rondo thing, and the whole how his cousin got, unalive during that situation. So Lil Pop. And then another thing is, Bricc Baby was on that interview with Flacco talking about all this. So he was saying, you can't say that Durk didn't slide for Vaughn no more. He's saying you can't say that no more. Flacco was like, what are you talking about? Is you talking about cash, FBG cash? What is you saying? He said, Lil Pop. He's saying you can't say that Lil Durk and OTF ain't slide for Vaughn no more. Now, how did Bricc Baby know all this way before? Now, I'm hearing this interview might have been maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 months after the whole thing happened with Quando Rondo. So the timing is way before all this happened, though. That's what we do know. So he knew something. He knew something. That interview is spooking him out because you saw Bricc Baby. He was looking very nervous and took a long pull off that cigarette after they played that clip. So he's on no jumper right now. And is he actually caught up in all this is the question. And if he's caught up, how so? Like I said, is he a cooperator? Is he cooperating with the feds on the situation, or is he about to get arrested in the situation? So if he gets arrested, might that involve his set, the Rolling 60s? So look, this is all developing, and we're putting all the clues together, because that was my main question was, you know what I'm saying, who dropped the low? Who dropped the low on Quando Rondo for OTF to even know to be there? And with the indictment that I read to you earlier, I told you all the details about what happened. And it's clear that one of the OTF members, a high-ranking OTF member, was in communication with somebody, and he booked a hotel, and he got mass. Well, he booked a hotel with an OTF card. He got the cars ready. He flew out some hitters from Chicago, all with an OTF card. And so they did all this on OTF's dime, and that's why Lil Durk is arrested now. What if it turns out Durk didn't know any of this was going down? What if it turns out that Durk didn't know that? But the thing is, when he saw those expenses on the credit cards and stuff, was he asking like, what was this about? You know, you took like all these flights and you rented these cars, and the indictment says when the OTF member got down to California, he booked a hotel, and he was able to get access to that heat, you know what I'm saying, some pipes and stuff. So who was involved from California? Obviously somebody from LA was involved in the situation for this to happen, for all this to take place. So at this point, it's not looking good for OTF or Lil Durk, because he's facing life. He could even get the penalty of death. They're saying that he could get the death penalty, but they're probably not going to pursue that, most likely, over this. But it's on the table, you know what I'm saying? So this all comes after his birthday, and so also they're saying somebody wore a wire on Lil Durk, and the word is that was one of his homies that just got out of jail. Just saying, some dude named OTF Jam got out of jail after doing maybe 12 years or something, and they're saying that he cooperated and wore a wire around the OTF members. So they had a rat in the crew that was wearing a wire, and this is the word that it was OTF Jam. Now look, this is all alleged, so I'm just telling you what the streets are saying. This is all information that's out there that I compiled, and you know what I'm saying? So I'll keep you up to date on everything. Make sure you like the video. Let's get 100 likes. That's easy, right? Also, Lil Durk just announced before this arrest that he was going to put out a new album. So this new album, he said, is going to be called, what they call the album? Deep Thoughts. Yeah, Deep Thoughts is called, and it's supposed to be coming out November 22nd. So he was all set to take off again with a whole new album. Hopefully this album was going to be better than the last two albums, because the last two albums was okay. I would say they're a little above average, but they weren't no classics to me. His last two albums was not classics to me, like his previous work. So maybe this album would have been something that was going to take him to another level, because it looked like he was about to get ready to drop that sooner than later. So November 22nd, we'll see if that even comes out anymore. They might have to postpone it now, or who knows if it's ever going to come out at all now. But he was just announcing before he got arrested that it was completed and ready to go. So I'm expecting a lot more albums from Durk anyways, because I'm sure he got hundreds of songs on some type of hard drive or something. Unless that all gets confiscated as well. Who knows? They better protect that bag. They better protect those songs and put those songs up, because Durk was a legend in the making. Well, he basically almost pretty much made it to legend status by now. He's been out for over 10 years. His run has been kind of better than a lot of other people, even in the industry, like maybe 50 Cent. And I don't know, his run was, I think, parallel with probably Jay-Z or something. you know, and so Durk was, you know, basically on the top echelon of the music game, and you know, there's a chance that he had no idea what that car was being used for. There's a chance that that OTF member who orchestrated all that, there's a chance that Durk had nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? But his name is tied to it through his business, and the OTF card being used is where now you got to go through the procedures, and Durk doesn't want to start telling and stuff looking crazy out here. So now what does he do? I guess he's going to have to get the best lawyers to try to handle this for him. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he should consider cooperating if he really didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, that's going to ruin his whole credibility. So to get out of this without being a public cooperator, I mean, all he has to do is be proven that he had no idea this was going on. Because at this point, the feds I think they actually got to prove that he was aware of this was going on, not just that his credit card was being used. You saw that's the same thing they did with Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? And who was promising this dude, these hitters, a record contract? You know what I'm saying? Who was an individual that was actually promising them a record contract? That's crazy. So somebody's telling for sure. They said OTF Jam is allegedly cooperating, plus with these members, that the hitters, who knows if any of these hitters is going to start cooperating, and maybe they'll tell them what they want to know, because you saw how that worked out with Young Thug's case. It seems like everyone just said Young Thug did it so they can get out of jail. It's like, I don't even believe them no more, the way they in there talking about Young Thug did. Woody even said that's what's going on. He said he even did it. YSL Woody said he was even saying, yeah, Young Thug did it because that's what they want to hear. You know, they want the top guys, so they just been saying that Young Thug did it so they can get out of jail. You saw Gunna, he would say, yeah, you know, that's a gang. He said YSL's a gang, just so, you know, to me, that was the same thing like Woody was doing, where they just cooperating to get out of jail, and they're saying like basically, okay, tell us what we want to know, and then you can get out. So maybe that's what's gonna happen. And then also, this could be why Lil Durk got his charges dropped, and why everyone thought Lil Durk was gonna catch a RICO when YSL did. It was buzzing that Lil Durk was next, and it never came. Fannie Willis was saying, yeah, there's another high-profile rapper that's next, and maybe that's why he never got caught up in the ATL RICO, because the Fed said, nah, we got this. You know what I'm saying? You're stepping on our territory. We've been investigating this dude ever since Quando Rondo situation. You guys aren't going to come in here and put a state RICO on Durk. We got a Fed RICO ready to go on him. And so they've been watching him, obviously, for the last couple years. Durk always shouting out the feds and saying how, you know what I'm saying, the feds watching. And, you know, Durk's been looking real nervous lately. But like I said, Bricc Baby looking nervous out here. And, you know, this all could be dots that are being connected here. So if that record contract was ever signed for them artists, it's going to look bad. Plus, you know, like I said, though, at this point, what if Durk didn't even know this was happening? What if he had no idea that one of his OTF members was doing all this behind his back? Maybe this was all behind his back. So that would be the lawyer's job to prove. And if he gets a good team of lawyers, maybe they can get in there and prove that Durk had no knowledge, and there's no direct ties to Durk that he had any knowledge of any of this stuff. But if they start telling and lying and saying, yeah, Durk did it, that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to keep y'all updated as more information comes available. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get at least 100 likes on this video. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow Rap Hits on all social media. And that's about it. Oh, yeah, check the description box in the comment section for all links. I'm out of here.